Hi guys, I'm Candice from Crema Coffee Garage, and today I'm going to be showing you how to brew with a siphon. So the siphon is perfect for coffee lovers who want more control throughout the brewing process and has been a source of home entertainment for the better part of 200 years, with actually the first recorded patent of a siphon being filed in the 1830s. Before we start, we're just going to check that we have everything that we need. So you've got your siphon, which includes your bottom and top chambers. You've got the siphon filter. We've got our bamboo paddle. Then we've got our filtered water, which we've actually got pre-boiled, and I'll tell you why for in a second. We've got our coffee ground for a siphon, and you'll need a timer and your heat source. So I should note here that the siphon uses different heat sources, like an alcohol burner, or you've got the halogen beam heater device. So the halogen heater does make the process a lot easier, and it actually streamlines the heating process. It even includes a timer on the digital display. However, if you are using a burner, that's fine. You'll just need to use a timer, and the one on your phone will work perfectly for this. So for the coffee water mix, we're going to be using a standard ratio of the Hario 2-cup siphon, which is 25 grams of coffee and 240 mils of water. So the coffee that we're going to be brewing with today is Crema's latest single origin, which is the Indonesian Blue Bianca, which is perfect for the type of brew Syphon makes, which is lighter than espresso but has more body than the method like a pour over. So if you're grinding at home, good work. We're going to grind your coffee halfway between medium coarseness and very coarse. So the granules should look, coarser than a paper filter, but finer than a French press. So if you're using pre-ground coffee, that's no problem. Just make sure you let your barista know that you want your coffee ground for a siphon. So we're going to get started. So we're going to fill our bottom chamber with our pre-boiled water up to the 2-cup line on the bottom chamber. So the reason for the pre-boiled water is simply just to speed up the brewing process. We're just not going to be waiting as long amount of time for that to heat up. That's perfect. So next we're going to place our filter into our top chamber. So you'll see that the filter has the long chain here, which we want to feed through the tube at the bottom, placing our filter flat at the bottom of the chamber. And then we're going to hook this little clip on the bottom. So we're going to place this one inside our bottom chamber, but we're not going to put it fully in just yet. We're going to leave it off to the side. And then turn your heat source all the way up, the highest it will go, because we want this bottom chamber here to get a real vigorous bubbling to it. So just while we're waiting for that to boil, we're just going to make sure we've got our coffee ready to go. And you'll also need the bamboo paddle for a little bit later on. We're just going to have a bit of a stir towards the end of the process, but also just to incorporate the top grounds that haven't totally been saturated yet. Okay, so now that we've got that boiling, we're going to secure the top chamber into the bottom chamber. Just kind of wiggling it back and forth. We just want to make sure that this bottom seal is tight all the way around the edge. So as you can already see, as the air pressure begins to build, it pulls the water up into the top chamber through the tube there. So once the majority of the water moves up into the top chamber, we're actually going to drop our heat down to about a low to medium heat, or on our Hario beam heater, a number 3. So the reason for doing this is we just want to lessen the boil that's up in the top chamber before we add our coffee. And just don't stress out that all of the water doesn't come up the tube. We do just need that little bit left in the bottom just to save the glass from overheating and cracking. So once that top chamber boil calms down, that's when we're going to add our coffee. So just pour it straight in, and then that's when we're going to use our bamboo paddle just to push those leftover dry grounds down. First, we're going to start our timer though straight away, and then we're going to push those grounds down. Just remember, you're not stirring here, you're just folding them in. So that's enough now. So you'll see a little bit of bubbling going on there. That's just the natural gases releasing. So when we reach the 1 minute 15 mark, we're actually going to turn our heat off. And then that's when we're going to give the coffee a good stir. We're just going to do that to mix all the oils and flavors, and then that's when the coffee will begin the draw down. So just keeping an eye on your timer there, and remember we're waiting for the 1 minute 15 mark. Okay, so we're just about to hit our 1 minute 15 mark, so we're going to turn off the heat, and then straight away we're into our stir. So that's the start of our drawdown now. So the whole brew time should be about 1 to 2 minutes. And what we're really looking for is for our coffee grind to form that dome. So that indicates a real nice, even extraction. So that 1 to 2 minutes though, that's not set in stone. So feel free to play around with the time. It really does depend on how intense of flavor you like. So once the brew has filtered all the way down into the bottom chamber, we're going to take the top chamber off, just kind of giving it little wiggles. And we need to make sure that we unclip the chain from the tube. The reason for doing this is we don't want to rest it off to the side while it's still hot with the clip on, because you can cause that tube to crack. So just gentle like so. And then you can rest it off to the side. As for your coffee grounds, they can go straight into your compost if you have one, and then you can remove the filter, but just don't forget to give your filter a good soak after cleaning it out. So it's sometimes a good idea to leave it in a cup of water until you use it again next time. So you can serve your siphon straight from the bottom chamber. So you can drink this one straight, or if you would like to, you can dilute it with milk or water. However, it is beautiful straight. And that's it for the siphon, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know your thoughts on the siphon in the comments below, and please feel free to share the video. But just don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. And for any more information about the siphon, you can actually check out our website. The link's in the description below. Thanks, guys.